Okay, I think we can start. So today's topic in Ansible is called dynamic inventory. So first, before talking about that, let's see, what is inventory. I think you already know it. So usually, if we want to, manage our nodes, automate anything, in our nodes with Ansible, we generally use inventory, right? So usually, what happens? This is the file. It is a Ansible host. So simply we just put an IP here, or some we create a group something and we put an IP here. Sorry, IP or host name is something whatever it is. So we keep like this and we connect to that. Correct. That's what we do. I mean, after keeping your IP address or your host name of the node in inventory file, so you'll be generally connect to it, connect to the node. So that's how generally as of now let's see. Let's say you don't want to use this inventory. Maybe you have another file. Simply let's say test file from test. You can use this also as an inventory. So let's say simply I'll just keep this node IP here. Just paste it and yes, that's it. So now you can use this as an inventory. How to use it? So let's say for playbook, you have to pass hyphen I argument. Hyphen I, the test, whatever the path I mean slash root slash test play. I think yeah, this one. Now this will be considered as inventory for this playbook while running this playbook. That's okay. The play is wrong. My play is different. Yeah, not test. This is different. Let's run another playbook. Maybe roll. Oh wait, sorry. Host to test. No, we can't use test. Obviously, there is no test group, right? We have to use all. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, don't get confused with this. So I mean, you can create. You can have your own file. Any file it can be normal text file, and you can keep it anywhere. So all you have to do is pass like this hyphen I and your own inventory file. If you don't want to use the default one, like it is a Ansible host. If you don't want to use that, simply you can just create some any file anywhere. You can use it. So as of now, we're still, if you observe, we are using etc Ansible host. We are editing the file manually, or even let's say some other file. Let's say root test we just created. That is also we are editing manually, right? It's okay. I mean, I just have one node, so editing one node, every day it's fine. So let's say I have a node now. My IP is this 152.210. Tomorrow, maybe I restarted my mission, my node. I mean, the IP will change obviously because we are in a cloud environment. In on-prem, it won't change. If we have enabled the static IPs in on-prem virtual machines. But since we are in cloud here, let's restart it. The IP will change if you stop and start it. There won't be any 52. It will be something, some other. So now what you have to do? You have to come here, edit the inventory file, remove this IP, add a new IP, something 22, something, whatever it is. Correct? So you have to remove the old IP and add the new IP. That's what you have to do. So let's say again I restarted my machine, maybe after some time for some reason. Again the IP will change. Again you have to update it. So you have to do it manually until there is no until. You have to do it. You have to do it forever. I mean, because the IP will change. The IP is not constant in cloud, any cloud, not just AWS, any cloud. So for me, it's okay. Just one IP address, right? Yeah, it's okay. I can just change it simply. I know it's okay. That's fine, no worries. So one IP is fine, or 10 IPs, okay, they are also fine. What if you have 100 nodes, 100 Ansible nodes? Can you change 100 IPs every time those servers restart? No, right? So it's difficult. I mean, of course, you can change it, but how much time it will take? A day, mostly. First, copy the IP, paste it, copy the IP, paste it, copy, paste. How many times you do it? And accidentally, one of your colleague restarted a machine. So now you have to get that IP, a new IP of that particular machine, find in a file where the IP is, the whole IP, and change it. See, this kind of issues are there. We cannot change this, we cannot maintain this inventory file like this. As of now, you've seen it's called static inventory because static means we change it. Until we change it, until someone made a change, it is permanent. The change will be permanent, whatever is there. That's called static inventory. So here also we are modifying this inventory file whenever there is a restart or something, which not a good case, I would say, because I can change it every day. You might have observed doing it, when we're discussing Ansible class every day. I'll just first open the inventory file, remove the old IP, paste the new IP. So it's one server, it's okay. If I have 10 servers or 100, not really good practice. That's why for these kind of scenarios, there is a concept called a dynamic inventory. Dynamic inventory. As of now, we are using static inventory. Now we have dynamic inventory, where we don't need to add the IP address at all. This dynamic inventory concept will fetch the IP addresses for you. It will fetch the IP addresses and add to the inventory file. So you can use them. So all we have to do is set up this dynamic inventory and make sure it's working. That's it. That's all we have to do. Set up the dynamic inventory and you have to give information about how we want to fetch the servers, how you want to add the Ansible nodes. Only that you have to tell to him. Then it will take care of everything. It will automatically fetch the nodes. It will automatically run the fetch the nodes and you can run the playbook in this on those nodes. So let's see how to do that. So this dynamic inventory concept is mostly useful for cloud because in cloud only the IPs will change. In on-prem network, let's say in a data center or an on-prem network, the IPs won't change because they'll have a static IPs because they have their own network. They'll have static IPs. The IP changes will happen only in cloud. Got it? So we'll be using mostly this and everyone will be using this dynamic inventory concept for cloud. Of course, everyone uses cloud, so everyone will be using this concept. So let's start with the basic steps, where to start, how to start, and what to do it. So prerequisites. Hope the spelling is correct. So this dynamic inventory is using Python programming language. So in order to use this dynamic inventory, we need to install Python packages. So there are Python modules. You don't call it just don't call them packages. Modules. There will be a module called Boto3, Boto Core. Why? Because why these modules is Boto3 is a module which will be used to connect to AWS cloud. So what is our cloud? AWS, right? So if it is Azure, maybe different module. I don't know. I never tried it. So since we are working on AWS, so this module, Python module Boto3, will help us connecting to AWS cloud from our machine. So that's why we need to install this. How you install this? So there is a package manager for Python, just like apt yum we have, right, for apt for Ubuntu, yum for Red Hat, like this. For Python also there is a package manager called pip, just pip. So with this pip package manager, you have to install these modules. By default, pip should be available in Linux. If it is not available, you can install. First thing is install pip if it is not available. So apt install python 3-pip. Right. So once it is installed, check the version pip-v. Once it is working, then install pip install. What are those? Moto 3. So first, let's do this. First, let's check the version. Obviously, expected. So first, let's check the version. If it is not found, install it. Install pip. If it is found, just ignore it. I believe there should be pip, but yeah, let's see. No worries. So pip python capital V. Pip is installed. If you just try this, if you don't found, if you can't find it, what is the command I told you, right? Apt install python 3. Python 3 is the default, which will be installed by default. So don't worry about that. So now pip is fine. Now I have to install these things. Paste it, yes, enter. It's already installed, requirement already satisfied. If it is first time, so it's okay. Got it? Next thing. So this is fine. Next, what we have to do is, we have to go to AWS account. So here, what we are trying to do, we are trying to fetch the Ansible nodes dynamically, right? So with the help of dynamic inventory. And the nodes is in AWS. It means we have to talk to AWS. That's why we have installed this module called Boto 3 in order to talk to AWS. Why I need to talk to AWS? Because the machine, whatever we have, it's in AWS. And in order to fetch the details of that, we need to talk to AWS account, our account, and we need to fetch the information about it. What is the name, blah blah, what is the information in OS and all everything. That's why we install this module, as well as just by installing this module, we can't access directly. We need permissions, right? This is my account. If I want to access this, I need permission. How to get those permissions? There are multiple ways to do it. But as of now, since we have started AWS concepts, so simply we have something called keys, access keys, we call them. So we'll be creating those keys and we'll be using them. But it's not a good approach because no one uses keys directly because it's not a secure approach. But we don't haven't discussed that yet. Let's go here. So click on your usernames, click on security credentials, it'll open, blah blah blah. So these are your account information, everything. So access keys, this is my access key. I already created 9 hours ago. If you, I guess it won't be visible to you. So create your own key. Once you create, I understand, blah blah blah. So I can create it. Sorry. So copy the key in somewhere safely, because once you click on create key, once you click on done, there will be a done option. Next, let's create it. No worries. We can delete it again. Create key. See, copy this key. Click on show. Copy these two keys. We need these two keys. Because if I click on, or you can download it also. If I click on done, that's it. You can't see the key anymore. You can't see it. There will be secret key and access key ID. You can't see the access key ID. So that's why just copy it. I already have one key, so I'm just deactivating it. I don't need it. So, but again, I'm telling you, this just for now we are using the keys. So there are something concept called roles, and AWS roles. We'll be using that concept in order to connect to AWS account. But we haven't discussed the topic. That's completely AWS topic. We'll come there. That's why, as of now, we'll see with keys. So I have already downloaded the key. My key is here. So in order to use that key, you need to have this. Sorry, what is it? Need this key. You have to, what you have to do with this key? Use this as an env variable. That is one approach. Export AWS access key underscore id. Use this as an env variables. Export AWS secret access key and the another key. You can use this as an env. That is one approach. So it's done. Another approach, there will be a file called .aws. There is no file. You can, sorry, directly you can create it. Go to .aws, create a file here called credentials. The credentials, keep them same. Just how I kept like this. Copy paste it. This is also one approach. But yeah, you can export as a key when you're practicing. No, no worries, that's fine. I'll show another way also later. So now, as of now, what we need is prerequisites are done. So modules are installed and of course connected to AWS account as well with keys. It's not a good approach, but yeah, let's follow this for now. So until now, all cool. Now, next thing is we have to fetch the nodes dynamically, right? Without we manually mentioning in inventory. That's the whole idea. So in order to do that, Ansible provided as a plugin, the plugin name called Amazon.aws. You have to install the plugin. So once you install it, you can use the plugin. How to install? Simple Ansible Galaxy collection. We call it collection install. Sorry, my bad. Amazon.aws. This is the plugin name. Install it. It's already installed for me. Okay. So if you want to reinstall them, use for force, but that's okay. You can just simply use this command. It'll install the plugin for you. Next thing is plugin is also installed. So Amazon.aws plugin installed. Next thing we have to configure dynamic inventory to fetch the nodes. Static inventory is etc has more nodes. Dynamic inventory is we have to create another file. The file name has to be like this only. AWS underscore EC2 dot YAML. Remember that, not YML, YAML. So it has to be like this one. You can keep it like this also. Test underscore AWS underscore. So AWS underscore EC2 underscore dot YML is mandatory. Before that, you can give anything. Underscore you can give and you can give anything. I don't want to change it. So the name has to be, this has to be present. I mean, before that you can give anything. That's what we're doing. So you have to configure your module, I mean the plugin, whatever you installed here in the in this file, and you have to tell the Ansible how to fetch it. Then it will fetch it. Open it. We already have it. So the first line, this is a very basic, a very basic file. I think this should be fine. The first line is plugin. This is the plugin name we just installed it, the collection. Amazon not AWS dot AWS underscore. So this is the plugin. We have to give the name. And here also you can give access key, secret key. But of course, we already gave as an env variable. So not required here. You can remove it. So plugin is here. Another thing called regions. The regions is a concept in AWS cloud. You might have seen this. Let's go here. These are all the regions. See, to keep it simple, regions are like just like data centers. AWS have multiple data centers all over the world. In some places, we call them regions. In Mumbai also have it. Let's where is it? Yeah, Mumbai. See, Hyderabad also some region is there. Where is it? Yeah, Hyderabad here. It's disabled for now, but Hyderabad also have Amazon data center where you can create your servers. Currently, I'm using Ireland region. It means My server, these two servers are created in Ireland data center. So we have, so now what I'm doing is I'm giving this information to Ansible because what I want to fetch this node, right? Automatically through Ansible, dynamic inventory concept. And this node, where is it running? It's running in EU West 1, I mean the Ireland. So this is the code for that. Don't use the name, use the code. EU West 1. That's why I've used EU West 1. If you have a different region, let's say Hyderabad, what is the Hyderabad name? Hyderabad is AP South 2. You can give AP South 2 here if you have if your servers are running over there. Or if you need to mention both, you can mention like this. AP South 2 like this. So why we need to mention is why need to mention these regions at all in the first place? Because our servers are running in these regions. Now what happens is Ansible, it will go to these regions and look for the servers. Because why? Because see, if you observe, AWS have so many regions. See how many are there. If you don't mention any region, it will go for each and everything. It will take so much time. That's why we're adding the filters here. Simply, we know that okay, our servers are running in these two regions. That's why we gave here. So Ansible directly go to these regions and look for the servers. That's all. That's why we just filtering it out. You can add any regions here, no problem. But AP South 2 is disabled. I'm removing it. So my Ansible node is in EU West 1, Ireland. So that's about it. So it's connect to AWS account and go to this region. Okay, now it went to region, Ireland region, EU West 1. And it has 100 servers over there, or 1,000 servers in that region. Out of those 1,000 servers, our nodes maybe one or two. Remaining are different purpose. We don't care about them. So how to filter those two nodes out of the 1,000? So we can filter out based on the tags. Tag. Observe there. Every server will have a tag, something called tags. See the tags. Based on the tags, you can filter out the the nodes. If the tag exists, it means this is Ansible node. If the tag does not exist, not an Ansible node. So like this. Let's say for this one, there is no env tag, right? It means this is not a node, Ansible node, because it's master. I didn't give it. So based on these tags, we can filter out. We can filter out by you know, multiple types, not just tags, based on security, firewall group name, based on instance type, T2 micro. Based on this also we can filter out. Multiple things are there, but tags are easier way to use. That's why I just wanted to tell you. So now I'm giving something called keyed groups. Keyed groups, and I'm giving the something called key. First thing is key. Let's say tags.env means if the tags have a tag called env, do we have, right? Yes, it is have env. That is Ansible node. Like that. So like that we are filtering it. Now what is the prefix is? So it is fetching the node. The node have some name, whatever it is, the name, forget about it. So it will add env at the starting of that node name. Let's say the node name is test, it will add env underscore. That's default. Prefix, add the prefix after fetching the node. So it will fetch the node based on the env name. You can change it anything here. Let's say PA. So now what happens is it will fetch the nodes based on the tags which has the env and add a TA in front of the name of it, the name, the node, the name of the node, like that. That's simple it is. You can add multiple tags, no worries, but not required. Let me show you one example. Maybe this website called DevOps cube, I believe. Yeah, this guy. So he have a little more blah blah blah. Same thing. See, there is the same thing. See, like this instance types I told you, right? Or region also like this. So prefix type, you'll add instance underscore type, whatever the name of the node. What is the key? Based on the instance type, it is filtering it out like this. If they are in the same instance type, let's say T2 micro, they'll be grouping together and they'll think as a Ansible nodes. Similarly, here also we are using tags.env means, let's say out of 1,000 servers, 10 servers have tag env. So those 10 servers will form a group, not virtual, not physically, will form a group, and those will act as a nodes here. That's all. That's about the file. This is our inventory file now. That's all, because this is a dynamic inventory. We don't want a static inventory, right? Based on this configuration, it will fetch the nodes. Now, how to check whether this is working or not? There is a command called Ansible inventory. What is the hyphen I? I told you, right? If you want to pass any inventory file other than static, you have to give hyphen I. AWS is to the full path, hyphen list. This will talk to AWS and fetch the results for us. It fetched. Finally, if you see, this is the host, this is our node. Overall, two servers are there. AWS EC2, two servers are there. This is a master, this is node, and out of them, the env have only for one node. If you observe here, TA test came. What is the TA? We told add the TA in front of it. What is the test? Test is the tag. Where is it? Test is the env tag we fetched. Value is the test. That's how. That's how it fetched. And TA has been added because we told that in the configuration. Well, let's open. In the configuration, we told add TA in front of it. That's why like that. See, that's how we fetched. How do I know whether these two nodes only? Because we have two nodes, obviously. And what is the IP of the node? 52.210. See, 52.210. As simple as that. That's fine. That's all. Let's say you want to see more details. Simply add hyphen mine www. Four V's. It will show you clear output, verbose output. I mean, what it is doing exactly internally. If you face an issue like when you're trying this, anything Ansible, just add this one. It will show you what it is doing. See like this. Now it's fetched it. Now how to run? I mean, Ansible now got the nodes. Let's say if you have 10 nodes, it will show the 10 nodes here. Now how to run the playbook here in these nodes? So you have to use this label. This label uh, is like a group name, just like how we add a group in a static inventory. So you have to add this group name in the in a playbook, and this group name will be applied to all the nodes which has the label, which has the tag called env test, because that's how it filtered, right? That's all. Let's open our playbook. PA test, right? PA, I believe test. Let's try running this. Sorry, how to run Ansible playbook. What is inventory? Hyphen I, AWS EC2. Enter. Oh, wait. Yeah, play. Yes, obviously. First time it asks for yes. See, is it installing in this node? This is our thing, right? This is our node 52 to 10. See, without adding anything, any inventory, any node IP or details, anything in the static inventory. By using dynamic inventory, we got it. That's how we generally do it. I'll create another node. Let's try it with the same label. I'll create one node with same label, same tag like env is equal to test. Let's see whether it will work or not. I don't do any SS configuration for now. At least we'll see whether it'll fetch the nodes or not. Come on, man. This is too slow. Okay. Select existing groups default instance. Let's go to EC2. This is new node, right? There won't be any tag by default. If I fetch it, let's fetch it. Still, it is showing only one node. Of course, overall 3 nodes here. New node also it is showing. But Ansible nodes are only one because the tag is missing. env tag. We're filtering out the nodes based on the tag only, right? So the tag is missing. That's why only one node it is showing. Let's add a tag. It's simple. Let's add a tag. Maybe env is equal to test. That's what we are expecting. That's what we are filtering out based on that. Now try it. See now 2 nodes. See that's so. Now let's ping them. Ansible. Uh, Sorry. Let's run a playbook. Obviously, playbook will fail because we don't have SSH communication with the new node. Obviously, it will fail, but it will connect. You already seen it. Yes, obviously. The access denied. In one node, okay, the older node it worked, but the new node, see 3.250, it failed because there is no SSH communication. Obviously, we have to make sure SSH communication is enabled between Ansible master and node, right? That's what we have to do with Ansible. Ansible works on SSH. That's what we have to do. So, is it clear? Now, how to do it? Let's delete this one. Why do we have this? Don't need this. Again, AWS will, and of course, yeah, sorry. Any doubts so far? Guys, are you there?
Yeah, yes,
So,
bro.
any doubts? How to set up this dynamic event?
No, bro, not now.
Practice, and yeah, it's easy. So, and one more thing I want to tell. What is the current Ansible version you're using? Have you seen it?
No, not
Okay.
yet, bro.
So, if you're using 2.10, this dynamic inventory won't support. So, you have to upgrade Ansible. How to upgrade Ansible? Simple. With pip only. This Python package manager, you can update it. Simply pip install. That's it. It will install the new version. Because when I tried yesterday, I was using 2.10 version, which is a little older version. So this dynamic inventory plugin is not supported in that version. So I had to upgrade it and I had to try it. So you also make sure that your version, check the version before doing it. If it is not if it is 2.14 or something, you can ignore it. If it is 2.10, you have to upgrade it. Because this dynamic inventory is supported, I think after 2.11 or 12. So try it. And yeah, so I told you right earlier, Ansible is developed in Python, written in Python. So you can install Ansible like this also, pip install with Python package manager. No need to do with yum or apt every time. So hope it's clear.
Yes, bro.
So that's it about Ansible actually. We closed the Ansible. Tomorrow, same time, we'll start a new topic. Just 1 week, we'll close the DevOps and we'll move to cloud. So, yeah. So let's meet tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye all. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday.
Thanks, bro. Bro, about that yesterday's recording.
It's the same class. I forgot to take the recording. Yesterday
Okay,
also we
bro.
discussed the same dynamic inventory only. But I forgot to record. So that's why I discussed again today because you missed already. That's why it's same place.
Okay.
Yeah, all right
Thank you.
then. Bye.